So as a supplement company, we are absolutely not allowed to help you with gastritis and H. pylori overgrowth issues because only medications and doctors are allowed to do that. That being said, what I am allowed to help with are helping restore a healthy stomach lining, so helping restore healthy inflammatory responses of the stomach lining. I am allowed to help with that, and I am allowed to help promote healthy bacterial balance of the stomach. So if you want that approach, which I am allowed to help with, you're in the right spot. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern brand. We're extremely good at digestive health. I say digestive health, not gut health, because guess what? A lot of people that have gut issues also have stomach issues, and we're really good at all of it, okay? So what causes gastritis? Well, first would be H. pylori overgrowth. The second would be anything. So stress, poor diet, alcohol, food poisoning, parasites, and fungal issues can cause it, right? Bile reflux can cause it. Hyperreactive immune system issues can cause it. So, and then there's the most likely probability that you have an overlap of issues. So you got like H. pylori overgrowth and medications and stress. And by the way, medications cause it too. So you have all of these things that can come together to hammer the stomach lining. Most people want to focus on leaky gut because it's so popular and they skip the stomach lining. Newsflash, you also need a healthy stomach lining. The traditional medical approach to addressing gastritis and H. pylori overgrowth are 1, PPIs, H2 blockers, and antacids. So you're inhibiting, restricting, and blocking acid. And then 2, antibiotics. These are options. I would strongly suggest that they don't address the underlying root cause of the problem, and they're not really fixing the issue from what I've seen, okay? So let's take antibiotics that are gonna wipe out and eradicate H. pylori entirely. That's the entire purpose of them, is they're gonna wipe out H. pylori. 2 problems with this approach. 1, just by wiping out and getting rid of H. pylori overgrowth, you just clear it all out. That does not mean that you're restoring a healthy stomach lining. It does not mean you are helping restore healthy inflammatory responses of the stomach lining. You're not doing that. So your stomach lining is still weak and damaged, probably heavy amounts of inflammation in it. You probably still have low stomach acid. Wiping out H. pylori is not addressing all of that. And then there's the new science on H. pylori, which I'm gonna weigh in a little bit on, because science is always evolving. But if you want to nerd out and you talk to a microbiologist or a microbiome researcher, they're going to say that based upon the current research, there are quite a few signs and there's quite a bit of research and science to suggest that low amounts of H. pylori is actually good. So shocker, going from one extreme to the other may not actually be the best thing for you, okay? So obviously too much H. pylori is a problem. The question is eradicating it and wiping out completely the answer? And science is a little bit mixed on the answer to that right now, but based upon what our microbiome researchers say, you may not want to take the approach of just wiping out everything all the time and going from one extreme to the other. What is our suggestion? Well, our suggestion to everything with stomach and gut issues is to get to the underlying root cause, right? Right. From our perspective, if we're going to help with stomach issues, we're going to assume that you have everything from bacterial imbalances and unhealthy inflammatory responses all the way to your less has been damaged and weakened, you have slow gastric emptying, you have low gastrin production, you have parasympathetic nervous system dysfunction, your stomach acid, like I said, is probably all over the place. We're going to assume that you have a lot of different issues. We're going to help address all of them effectively. The one area that I cannot help with and say that, hey, we are really effective at this is nobody's going to repair a hiatal hernia, okay? So what you can do is pull the intra-abdominal pressure down so that the lower esophageal sphincter can get better. What you can do is pull the pressure down so that it doesn't aggravate the hiatal hernia worse. You can help restore the stomach lining. You can help restore healthy inflammatory responses. You can help increase normal healthy gastrin levels. You can help the parasympathetic nervous system. You can help with bile secretion. You can do all of those things and do those things successfully. And our experience is most people, whether you know this or not, they do have a hiatal hernia. It just doesn't bother them. And then a lot of people have H. pylori in some fashion, in some amount, and it also doesn't bother them, okay? So that's the data. So What you really are looking for is you're wanting to get to balance. So you want to help with your bacterial overgrowth issues, for sure. You want to help restore healthy bacterial balance, is what I'm allowed to say. And you want to help promote healthy inflammatory responses of the stomach lining, meaning you want a very healthy stomach lining. That we can help with, and we're very effective at that. So there are two options. One option is a product called Reflux Pro. It has two hero ingredients in it. One is called Gut Guard licorice flavonoids. The licorice flavonoids is high in flavonoids, like really high, and extremely low in glycerin. A lot of people worry about glycerin because DGL and licorice products are high in it, and that can increase blood pressure and cause potassium absorption issues and stuff like that. This is not that form. So if you look at the research, it's less than 0.5% glycerin in it. People can use it long term. Tons of clinical research studies on Gut Guard. Very effective at helping with bacterial balance. Work with me here, people. Helping with occasional indigestion and stomach type issues. Got to work with me here. Helps with motility of the stomach. Helps the stomach lining. It also helps with constipation, to be honest with you. So it helps with those things. The second ingredient is called Mucosave. Mucosave is prickly pear cactus extract and olive leaf extract. Get it from Sicily. Very good ingredient. This combination of ingredients basically acts like a salve on the esophagus, stomach lining, and for that matter, the intestinal lining. So the gut barrier, I should say. So in the stomach and esophagus, it's providing a protective shield. And that protective shield does two things. One, it helps block against stomach acid. And the second thing is it helps restore a healthy stomach lining and esophagus lining, for that matter, right? So with this approach, you are addressing most of the issues. So as a standalone product, is extremely effective. Two clinically studied ingredients that have been clinically studied and proven to be extremely effective at helping with stomach issues. True. And when taken over 8 to 12 weeks, extremely effective. One sachet, one stick pack is for mild issues, so occasional issues, and 2 per day is for moderate to severe issues, or for those people that are most likely dealing with daily issues and or are taking antacids, H2 blockers, and PPIs, okay? So 2 different doses because of the severity is different for everybody, right? The problem with this approach is we're addressing root causes, and it takes time and it costs money. Obviously, antacids, PPIs, and H2 blockers are cheap and are covered by insurance, and they're doctors' favorites, okay? So different approach, different thing. What we do suggest is a person stay on their acid blockers, whatever shape or form they're using, for roughly 4 to 8 weeks, and then slowly go ease off of those after the stomach linings had time to get better, after gastric emptying is improved. A lot of people want to also address the fact that they most likely have more than just stomach issues. Maybe they have constipation issues, they have bad bloating, they have fungal and parasite type issues, they have all of those issues, okay? So major imbalances in the intestinal system. In that situation, we need to strongly encourage people to go over to the Gastric Rehab Kit, primarily because it's got a 3-step process. Step 1 is Reflux Pro with Motility. Motility has 2 clinically studied ingredients, picornel artichoke leaf extract and digection. I'll cover it really fast. The picornel is going to use bile secretion. It's going to open detox pathways, and the digection is going to help with your parasympathetic nervous system, stomach issues, gastrin levels, DAO enzyme production. It's going to help with constipation, diarrhea. It's going to help with your gut-brain axis. So extremely effective. Step 1, mild issues, go mild. Moderate to severe issues, go with the moderate to severe protocol. And then in step 2, once detox pathways are open, the system's ready to go, you do a very aggressive cleanup. The rules: you don't move to step 2 until your system has been effectively turned on for roughly 6 to 8 weeks, meaning you have been fully regular without laxatives for 6 to 8 weeks. Laxatives include magnesium citrate, oxide, hydroxide, senna, cascara, all of those things, okay? So, and the difference between our approach and all the other approaches that everybody's going to comment on, our approach is not having you get stuck on products. No dependency issues. We're restoring a normal process. So step 1, open detox pathways, restore regularity, help the stomach. 2, we do a very aggressive cleanup. And then step 3, we rebuild the whole thing so you can move on with life. If you like this approach, you want to do it right, come to Silver Fern Brand. You're welcome. Bye.